right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 50, plant. Topper. Watch twist. Ready.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Minshew. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike part 9. Coming to you.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Foreman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Protein spill.
On third down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Recon, 132 fighters.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Hines. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it at around the 40. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9. On second and 9, Minshew. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
54. Here we go, here we go. Alert flare, alert flare.
Greystone, Travis, Bravo.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go with a big back, Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Now Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will score. It's a Jackson. Touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Quick throw here to Hilton. He'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check, 59.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but... takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 12. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check, watch 54.
X 3, 218, chop it.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Shoot.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's where you belong.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Ready.
From the 17, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
36.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Stick. That is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
The Jaguars take over.
We got this.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Here's Minshew, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I'm going to hit you all day.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They're all finished in the game up in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Dalvin Cook, a touchdout run to help lead the way. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
Let go.
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.